Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Holy Cross Higher Secondary School. We, the teachers of Holy Cross Higher Secondary School, are happy to know that so many potential students have taken admission to our prestigious school who can make us proud with their good result at the end of academic session. I am Lakshman Misra, a math teacher of Holy Cross Higher Secondary, teaching the subject for last 24 years in Nagaland. My phone number is written here. So due to COVID-19 pandemic, we are not meeting in school. So if you have any doubt, you can clear the doubt in between 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Now let us move to the subject matter. Today I'll teach you chapter 1, sets. What is a set? A well-defined collection of objects is a set. Well-defined collection. Simply the collection of object is not a set. Well-defined collection means the object must be of same kind. If you take the collection of numbers, you take only the numbers, and then by well-defined we means that we can definitely decide whether a particular object will be the member of the set or not. So sets are generally written by capital letter, capital A, capital B, capital C, and then there are two methods for writing the set. First method known as tabular or roster form, and second method is set builder in tabular form. We list all the elements, we write all the elements. For example, we want to write set of vowel by capital A. Set A is the vowels in English alphabet. In roster form, we have to write all the elements one by one. A, all the elements A, E, I, O, U. So this is the way of writing for tabular or roster form. All the elements we have to write one by one within the braces, comma in between the elements. This is must. In set builder form, we don't write all the elements. We write a representative. Say X, we are writing X, and then we use colon. We use colon, but colon we read here in set such that colon is such that we read X such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. Okay. So you can see that in both the cases we are representing the same set vowels, but we are representing in two different ways. Then we use one symbol. This symbol is a Greek symbol epsilon, but in set we read this one as belongs to. So it is epsilon, a Greek symbol. In set theory we read this one as belongs to. That means if we write here E belongs to set A, that means where the epsilon is used, epsilon, this side we write element, the other side is a set. So epsilon is used between element and set. So element should be always left hand side and set to the right side of epsilon. Then we'll learn some well-known sets which already you know. When you write capital N, set of all the natural number. Set of all the natural number are denoted by capital N. When you write W, capital, it is set of all the whole numbers. When you write Z, G, whatever you say, set of all the integers. Sometimes you see that we write it I also, capital I, integer, the first letter of integer I, but most of the time we write Z. Then we use Q. So Q represent the set of all rational numbers. And then R, set of all real numbers. So in today's class we have learned what is set, then representing set in two different ways. One is tabular form or roster form, where all the elements we have to write one by one. Next, set builder form, where we write a representative, only one element, and then we describe about the elements property, single property. And then we have learned the use of epsilon, and then we learned some familiar sets N, W, Z, Q, R. Thank you.